Okay, so now what we want to do is we want to make a responsive menu, a menu that's going to be great for phones and tablets. Alright, so again, leaving off from the last video, you need to have looked at the last video. You can see, okay, here we have one. This is where we want to get to, right here. You can see this menu. Essentially, you know, it takes up the whole width of the browser window, you know, whatever, and then boom, it'll go away as soon as we as soon as the browser width, as soon as it gets wider. Now, this is video number 21 or 22. You need to have looked at video 21 to fully understand this one. So this is 20. So just to be aware, if you're coming in a little late, just bear that in mind. So how do we make that? Okay, let's do this. Okay, so here is our media query, right? So as soon as the browser width gets skinnier, then it gets less than 700 pixels. It gets down to 700 and 600 and, well, you know what I mean. So let's take a look. If we look all the way over here, so right about here, right there, okay, it should change, right? Whenever it gets less than that. And boom, boom, boom. Okay, so you can get all the way down here to a mobile phone. And so this is what we're going to have for our mobile phone. Okay, which is good enough. All right. So how did we do that? All right. Here's our media queries. First, okay. There's our text strip. There's our image strip. We have this right here. You'll know from the last video. You've got to have it. It deals with your viewport. Okay, so to save time, I am going to copy and paste in this menu, this HTML, just to make it a little easier. Alright, so here we are. I have a div, starts here and ends here. Okay, and inside it I have a bunch of A tags. And now what is this? What are these things here? Now this is a well, it's a CSS font framework called Font Awesome, and it just makes it really easy to put in icons. And I didn't use it here, but don't, you know, it's not that important really. They're not showing up because I haven't done the include file. I think what I'm going to do is in the next video, I'm going to show you how to go ahead and show you how to get these special fonts, and they're not in there now, but they are down here. Okay, you can see these nice little fonts here: the globe, the pencil, the tree, the handshake, the telephone. Okay, and again, they're not in there now, but we're going to do that in the next video. But so how do we create the one that we do have? They're just not showing up right now. These are invisible. Okay, they're invisible. All right, so but doesn't mean that we can't have them in there. All right, so let's go over here. And again, to save time, I'm going to do a copy paste on this. So here are all the styles relating to our mobile menu. So first, we have this mobile footer menu. Okay, that's from here to there. All right, again, we use the pound sign, the number sign. That, by the way, if your native language is in English, it can be called the pound sign or it can be called the number sign. Either is okay. Okay, display inline block. Okay, that's fine. That just says, what I did was, oh, this is perfect. Let's go over here and in a normal, all right, so here, let's say we are, we're at a screen size that is larger than 700 pixels. All right, so we're going to say display none. So it says make me invisible. Everything inside this div, okay, right here. If I put display none, it's at the top of my cascade, and cascade means to go downward. It cascades, right? That's the meaning of the word. It says make me invisible if the browser or the phone, if the device that's looking at the web page is larger than 700 pixels. And down here, all right, boom, we're smaller than 700 pixels. Our max width is smaller than 700 pixels. And so then this says, okay, display me inline block. I could have put display block. It would have been okay too. All right. So here we have this here. And if we go here, we can see it here, right? What are we doing here? Well, now it's going to show up. All right, so there we are. But boom, it's gone. Right? So you can see here, it doesn't exist, it doesn't exist. Bam! Now it exists. Okay, now it's there. Okay. But let's take a little bit closer look. Let's take a slightly closer look at what we have here in terms of our menu. Okay. Let's see here. Okay. Now if we go over here, well, let's just put it over here. Let's just put it over here so we can look at both of them at the same time. Again, we're down in this part. Okay, we're down in this part here. Now make sure you get these opening and closing parentheses or brackets correct, right? This kind of thing can screw you up a lot. Likewise, spelling errors are probably 70% of all errors and debugging result from spelling errors. Oh, not spelling errors, just a typo. All right? TYPO. Again, typo. Typo means typographical error. That's just something like I put in the wrong letter or something like that, right? So we down here, background color gray. Okay, that's easy enough to understand. Width 100, padding 15. Okay, now we selected the div tag mobile footer menu, and any anchor or any a tag, okay, that is a child of this div tag, right? So here's our div tag. Anything under it, that means in between, right? So this is selected by this, okay? All right, if we could have gone like this, it could be a list tag within it. It could be a paragraph tag within it, anything, right? Color black, display block. Now display block, that means each of these anchor tags, here's an anchor tag, here's an anchor tag, it demands that it be left on its own line when it's display block. It'll push the next one down onto the next line, okay? Text align center, we can see that our text inside the A tag is aligned center. Text decoration, none. That means there's no underline, right? If I comment this out and I go ahead and do this, well, what did I do there? What did I do? I'm not sure what I did there. Well, not good. I hope I didn't screw that up too much. Well, at any rate, I think you get the idea. Now let's go back into all right. Well, let's just make sure we can see all these different things. Let's go through a little bit more. Boom, boom, boom. Sorry, it's taking a little bit longer than normal. I'm winging this, but it should give you the basic idea. Margin 6, padding 4. So 6, it'll put 6 pixels around itself. Okay, for the margin. Border. Remember the border radius? Remember this corner? You see how it's rounded? That's rounded. Whoops. We got that effect to the border radius right there. Gives it a look, makes it feel like it's a button, right? And here we have mobile site by link. And that are these ones down here, okay? Because this is, these are not quite the same. They don't have the same function, so I gave them some different styles. And obviously all that is up to you. But let's figure out, in the next video, let's put in those icons. And this particular set of icons that I'm going to show you in the next video, it's extremely popular. It's very widely used, and it's open source. They load extremely quickly. There are tons and tons of web designers and organizations and companies out there that use Font Awesome. Again, it'll be in the next video, because they're just so useful. They're so easy, and they're artistic. Okay, good enough.